should work.
I should go to the bathroom before we start.
You could have done that 5 minutes ago.
Well, it should be up right now.
I was
intending.
I see stuff.
Okay, are we starting?
It should work.
I should go to the bathroom before we start.
You could have done that 5 minutes ago.
Well, it should be up right now.
I was
yeah,
in.
you just
Okay,
announced that you need to go to.
I should go to. Yep, that's great, amazing.
Can you mute the actual?
I just turned off the YouTube.
All right.
Okay. Are we just gonna go with a random name?
What?
No. Are we going to go with a random name? Yes.
Okay.
Maybe. Let's put.
Are we going back?
Let's put in Rudolph. His name is Rudolph. It's a boy.
Oh,
I feel like
that's a guy.
Yes, his name is Rudolph.
Sure.
Okay, well, the male does have interesting events. We'll just say no because that doesn't do anything right now.
Are we supposed to be able to see the game, or are we just watching the game from the stream?
Oh, right, you have updated it.
Yeah, I did.
What?
Okay, so if you've played the old demo, then you're gonna see things that you don't recognize because I kind of didn't know they were supposed to be added in to the first.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Okay, just so everybody knows, we aren't going to be reading this from the text, but we will have it on auto. So, but this has new stuff, which you will see here, and then again at the end of the demo. But for now, we'll be focusing on answering the questions from the survey.
Yay!
All right, so let's get the survey up. Because first question. Can I be quizmaster?
Yes, please do.
Yay!
Ash, the
Awesome.
quizmaster.
All right, so we have our first question. As a writer myself, what do any of the members of your team do to get through writer's block?
Who are we? What order are we doing this in?
I'm doing it by order of the literal order that it comes in on the survey, just so I make sure.
No, who's answering?
Do I care? Maddy, answer first.
You don't. You cry. I like reading other things. Like, if I don't have inspiration, I like going through my own library and just looking through other things that other writers are doing. That usually helps.
Cool. Nice answer. And my little Jackie?
Well, you just keep working through it, honestly.
Just keep on working?
That's literally what I do. I write for pay. That's just what I do. I keep doing... You know, when you get money for it, you just have to keep going even when you don't want to.
Solid advice. If you want to, this is how a professional does it. For me...
Take breaks.
Take breaks? Wait, you have to actually take a break?
No.
I thought you just, went non-stop.
No. When you're writing, you can't just take a break whenever you want to. You can't take 2 or 3 days off, or you'll lose motivation. You have to keep going even when you don't want to.
Totally.
For pay, not as a hobby.
So for when you're writing for things that you want to write for, do you do the same thing or is it different?
No, I'm a lot more relaxed with that.
And that's well, for me, I just find when you're writing with other people, it actually goes a lot easier and you don't find that you have as many writer's block. I mean, that's kind of one of the better things about working as a whole team, especially when Juju's on the document and she's always like, oh no, writer's block. I'm like, okay, Juju, tag out. I'm tagged in. And I'll write maybe a couple of lines and then Jules will find her inspiration again and write again. Or it'll be the same for me. I have to write and then Jules will come in and write for something. So writing with someone kind of helps work out the problems of writer's block generally. So most people should have a community of writers around them in some way, shape or form, whether that's a friend that writes or you actually go to a writer's circle. That's usually how you get through writer's block for me. Beh. Who wants to do the next question?
Well, we need to know what it is.
Oh, so next question: what advice would you give regarding coding your team does for your type of games?
Okay, I
So
already have
that's
this one written out in advance.
Wait, what was the
ooh,
question?
it's a coding question. What
Oh,
advice would you give regarding the coding your team does for your type of games?
Can I answer
good
it?
lord.
Yes? No?
Yeah,
Go
no,
ahead.
Jackie, you can't.
Okay,
How
so
dare you answer the question?
here's
Get back in your corner.
here's what I have. Don't do everything from scratch. Reuse and repurpose what you can, because you're going to waste a whole lot of time if you do that. Um, Also, don't overthink things. Always go with the simplest solutions, because when you start to overcomplicate it, when you make them too complicated, you're going to mess yourself up. And when in doubt, someone's probably run into the same issue as you, so if you Google around enough, you'll probably find your solution. There we go.
I heard
Hope
this
it.
saying that coding isn't memorizing, it's just knowing how to Google the right thing.
That is very true.
Good lord. I'm taking computer science this year, I'm scared. Oof. What's next?
Next, oh wow, blush and gels. This is quite a few of them. How difficult is it to start making visual novels?
To start one, not difficult. To finish one, depends on how experienced you are.
Mm,
Maddie, do you have anything to add to that?
wait, advice on how to start visual novels?
Yeah, so it's basically saying like how difficult is it to start making visual novels? So how difficult is it to start doing what we're doing basically? And
I
we're just
guess it
saying
kind of
start.
like start making visual. Well, it depends on what you mean by like making them. If you're like making like you're making this like your own project or you're joining a company, it kind of depends. But I'd say just like you can like it's not like you're never really alone. There's always communities that you can go around and ask people, like ask around and like ask for like the best experience, ask for like people with experience on how to do the I can't talk. The best way to do things. Just ask around because you're not alone. We're all struggling and crying.
Wait, are we crying?
Yes, we're crying.
My
Look around
tears
you,
my
Ash.
tears never fall.
Ash, you're crying right now. You didn't even know.
No, I shed no tears for nothing. that was a slapping, not
Guys,
a burping.
I
As
just
you.
realized something.
What?
We never introduced ourselves.
Oh, right.
Oops.
They probably have no
Who are
idea
these
who we are.
weirdos rambling on in the stream?
So if we're going by rank,
I'm Jackie, aka Fuzzberry-sama. I do a lot of things. Ash?
are you? Okay, fine. No, well, next is Maddie.
What? Well, if we're going by rank, aren't you higher than me?
No, because I was like the last one to join. Actually, wait, am
That
Actually,
I
doesn't
higher
make
than you?
you. That doesn't mean anything. But okay. Uh, I'm Maddie. I go by Maddykins on most social media, and I'm in charge of most of the voice acting and and like the audio management. I do a little bit of writing, and I'm trying to get more into the artistic aspect of our company.
Cool. And I'm Ash. I am the writer here. So, and I do most of like the fleshing out of concepts, and I kind of am the person that has the whip here, I guess.
The what? Wow.
So I'm
No,
the
it's
one that
totally true. It's completely
makes sure
true.
tasks are being complete and such. If you ever follow us on Tumblr, I'm usually the one writing the stuff on there or putting them on there. So you'd usually hear me through that, I guess. Um, as I said, I'm actually the youngest one to join ish because we have a couple of new recruits recently. But in terms of like the main team right now, I'm the youngest. No, in age, just to make that
In
clear.
age, I'm the youngest.
Nage, you're the youngest, yet you are still my senpai somehow.
It's-
Um, this doesn't
yeah,
confuse me.
Yeah, I'm 16 and I'm your senpai. How does that make you feel?
There are lots of words I could use, but none of them are good for television.
This is a
Um,
television.
it's going to take over television soon enough. It'd rather just be it. Okay, let's go into the next question that Ash has to read out. I hope that like establishes who we are.
Yeah, sweet.
And Ash does like to talk about Ash in the third person, so get used to that. So, how much budget should a startup indie dev aim for? Do you want to give a short answer or a long answer?
Well, I'll just give the one I've written out. It's not too long.
Okay, cool.
At the bare minimum, around 2 to 4,000 US dollars is what I would recommend if you're going for like a small game, and I do mean small. You're going to make mistakes with your budgeting, and you're almost definitely going to have to replace someone at some point and their work because it won't style match or something. So you need to be prepared to have to pay for writing or art or even music more than once. Just trust me, it'll happen more often than not.
All right. My question from that, it's like a follow up, is what is the most expensive asset you have to pay for?
Well, probably music if you're looking to purchase the copyright. Because you might pay like $400 or $500 per song if you're purchasing the copyright.
Maddie, do you have anything you want to like build on there?
I
Okay.
no, because I don't know much about finances. I'm 5.
You're 5. We took up 10 years today.
I lied about 16. I'm 5.
You're 5. All right. So, Jackie basically answered it. It's pretty straightforward question. She gave you a very, very straightforward answer, so I can move on. So this is like a follow on to that question. So, how much would you budget? Like, if you want to start up, but like I'm actually reading it word for word, but like you're only good at drawing and have a basic story ideas, what kind of budget should you put into other aspects, script writing, program, music, or visual novels? More or less the same question, but do you have anything to add on that?
Yeah, it's just I really can't give specifics without knowing the scope of a game or like what do you need to make the game. If you really want to know specific answers, you need to hire a consultant. That's really just how it is. We need really, really specific answers about what you need, what you're looking for, the scope of the game.
Not gonna plug yourself there. You're not just gonna leave it that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anybody could go onto the Renworks website and they could send me an email and hire me to be a consultant for them if they really wanted. But that's not cool.
It's not like you have to do that, baka.
All right. So next is, what is your opinion on indie devs who fail to keep their communications transparent and consistent with their team members and with their social media, their audience? This seemed really loaded. I don't know if this is directed at anyone.
Is this what we're?
Who's answering first?
Maddy can, because she hasn't spoken as much.
What do I have to say about them? I mean, I don't know if like we're being attacked or anything, but I think we do a pretty good job.
I don't think it was us.
I think it's just a general idea, because I know a lot of things happen, especially like with indie devs, where they start up really strong and they have a lot of motivation to begin with, and they build up a really big fan base that is really looking forward to what they're doing. But then things happen, and I think a lot of times people do whittle out, mostly because they don't want to admit that it's not going as well as they planned.
Oh, that's definitely it.
I mean, it's not professional, but it's human. If things don't go as you want, you don't really want to shout it from the hills that you failed, I guess. But that's not professional. Hopefully, with indie devs, the more we can do is the more professional people become. So have a little patience, I guess, with people who can't do that, but they should be, I guess, would be the logical answer. Jackas?
Yeah, no, I pretty much agree with what you said, but in general, my answer is just how I feel about them, not very great, because I see it often, and the reality of it is when you stop giving people updates, you're upsetting your audience. and that's just not cool.
All right, and we have last question on this section is: are you planning any expansions or companion game for Signed and Sealed with a Kiss?
Short answer:
Expansions?
No, not yet.
Jackie, I thought we was gonna talk about Gamma Girlfriend.
We haven't even planned that yet. How can that be a thing? But now you're gonna think that we are making a game called.
No, we're not.
Girlfriend.
Honestly, we're not. But it would be totally.
I
It
would
works
make
so
it.
well, and it comes right off the beta. Like it goes beta then gamma. It works.
What if like the same MC got like the same thing? Like she got the beta boyfriend, and then she gets the gamma girl, and she's like, what the fuck?
What, the same MC? That would just be
Yeah,
an
the
unlucky
same. That
person.
would be. I would think that'd be hilarious. She's like, I have to go through this shit again.
Technically, they could be whoever they want. They can be a he, they can be a she, they can be a they. Remember?
Yeah, true. Yeah,
So-
but like, I'm just using she as an example. They'd be like, what the fuck? I have to go through this. Oh shit.
You owe me a
Dang.
coffee.
But we agreed not to do that.
I got caught up in the moment. I will.
We
Want me to draw you something? I can do that. I'll draw. Can I draw you a
I
coffee?
said I weighed a coffee. I'm not allowed to
You want
name
a
which
coffee?
one, but I want a coffee
You
from
want
a
a
very
coffee?
specific place. I want a coffee.
I know that specific place.
Wait, I want a coffee. Can I get a coffee?
Okay, Ash, send me your address, your social security number, and
We don't have social security numbers here. It's called national insurance.
then send me that. If you want it, then I'll just give me your address and your credit card.
Do I have to give you my fingerprints and all?
Yes.
And a
Okay,
rectal
guys,
scan?
It's time. We have to name the boyfriend.
Oh. Are we gonna use one of the fun ones?
Can we?
Are we just
Yeah.
going with random then?
No, can we use one of the fun ones?
And the one the
Wait, what?
The fun ones.
the stupid
The
one.
fun ones. Let's call it Juju.
Yes, call it Juju.
Juju 2X.
No, just call it Juju.
You have
too
to,
late.
it has to
It's
be
too
Juju.
late.
It has to be Juju to work.
It's too late. I already put it as Juju 2X. If you wanted this to be done properly, you should have had somebody else streaming the game.
I don't.
You have failed me in so many ways.
Today has been a wild day.
Juju 2X. Why Juju 2X? Juju doesn't even have one
There's
X.
already one Juju, so there
Juju
has to be like a
2X.
Juju 2X, like he's version 2.
Good lord, what would we do with two Jujus?
I'm sorry.
Well,
I
that's
don't
a
know.
nightmare.
Like, not even like the one in the game, like our Juju.
If we had two Jujus, I don't
If
know.
we had two Jujus, I think we would explode.
That's what they call a paradox.
Well, they'll be twice as as productive.
Oh, next question?
Yep, next question. So these are like more personal questions, I guess, whatever. So how did you get started making Otame games?
I'm gonna
Atami
skip this
games.
because my story is way too long.
Seriously?
Yeah, if
Okay.
I actually told
Uh-oh.
you guys what actually happened, it would take forever.
Oh, okay. I don't think I actually have never heard this story then. I've never asked this question. I feel like I need to know it now.
Hey, you guys still have to
Sips
answer
the
it.
tea.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, for me, I was living in Japan at the time, so there were like loads of Otame games, obviously. But I couldn't play any of them because I actually don't know how to read Japanese. I know the basics, but I can't read anything more than the picture book. So for a full game, that's not going to happen. So what ends up happening is I find lots of OLVEV. This is a very bad acronym, by the way. Original English language visual novels. And then I found the community, which is like Lemasoft, and then I just Juju sent me an email and I joined her team. I guess that's kind of the bare brunts of that story.
Maddy?
Well, I started with I started in the company as just a voice actor, because like I'm like a big theater nerd, and I also like really liked otome games, mostly like Apple ones because I didn't really download much on my computer. So I found Anomalous. I'm like, hey, you're looking for voice actors. So I auditioned, and I forget who I was. I was cast for something, but
You was cast as a secret route, wasn't you?
oh yeah.
So we're not
So
allowed
that
to say what you was
happened.
cast as.
Yeah, I don't even know. I forget. So and then like eventually I wriggled my way up to where I am now.
And you are
But
now what?
no, to where I am now,
Oh,
which is basically like being head of audio instead of just being a voice actor.
I thought it was just like the resident pet. Like you just sit in the corner and
Oh
we feed
yeah,
you cookies.
that's basically that. That you're not wrong.
I mean, you do audio. I mean, it's thanks to you we had all the sound effects and stuff. I'm just being a bit cheeky here.
But you're not wrong though.
We do still feed you cookies, but you know. All right, Jackers, you got the floor now.
Yes,
No,
tell
I
us
said
your
we're skipping
story.
that one.
No,
Ah!
we're gonna hear it. We have all day.
No, we don't.
Fine.
'Cause-
Okay. So, there was one time when I was just like crazy sick, like I was in bed for like a whole week, and I had Sweet Fuse for a while, so I just started playing it while I was sick because I had nothing better to do, and that was the first time that I really started to enjoy otome games, and about a year later, I ended up joining a game jam. Um, you know what? LIVESTREAM, that's what the game was called. Um, I didn't join it as a writer, but I did end up taking one of the writers' places because they didn't have time to do it. And then after that is when I started writing, and then I eventually joined Anomalis, and then I formed Renworks, where I make my own games now, but I also make Yuri games. So.
See, that wasn't too long now, was it?
Well, that's because I abridged it a little.
All right. We need to get the next question. All right, so next question. What is your favorite part of developing your games?
Seeing people enjoy them. That's just it.
Short, sweet. Madikins?
I love designing characters and and also seeing how the game gets put together. I think that's really fun.
And for Ash, I have no idea what Ash wrote. What did Ash write? What did Ash say that she liked? I had a few answers, but I can't remember them, so bear
You
with
didn't open
me.
it on your phone? I opened the document on my phone.
I have it on my computer. I just can't find it because it's in a slightly different purple.
Do you want me to find it for you?
Hey, I didn't
I
write
found
anything
it.
down. I'm just spitting these out.
No, I had a very nice answer because I could go into
Well,
different
here, let
reasons.
me find
So,
it.
no, I found it. I found it. It's
Okay,
here. It's blue. The most exciting thing is watching all the assets come together. The sprites develop from their sketches to their final whatever sprites. The CGs, the music, the voice acting, the bada bing, bada boom, everything that goes into making the final game slowly working together. Mostly, it's also seeing the weird part of my imagination come out into the world and seeing others enjoy that. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm hoping that most people found not accident boyfriend, signed and sealed with a kiss. Funny, I guess. There's lots of really weird stories in there that I've taken from a lot of the team that when we talk, there's lots of weird anecdotes from there. So if you ever find them, that's usually where they're from. So yeah, it's kind of fun. Woohoo!
I always thought the whole script was a meme.
It's not. It's a love letter to all the great things that you lot share with me. Remember my notes that I'll keep on you?
It's a meme.
That's right. The people playing
Yeah.
they wouldn't know that we put all those little things in there. They'd be like, "What is this? What does this mean?" Like the Torapan holding gnome. They would have no clue what that means.
I know. I mean, some people doesn't even know what a choripan is, and on them because I don't know why anyone would eat a choripan when bratwurst is better. Just putting it out there. If you're here, a choripan is a chorizo hot dog. So you, instead of like having a hot dog like a normal bratwurst or a sausage or something, you have a chorizo sausage in a hot dog bun or something like that.
Oh.
And apparently they eat it in some South American
That's
countries.
amazing.
So that's a thing. Have fun. Have a choripan. There's also this thing that I really like called tunbread rolle, which is a Swedish form where you have like this really sweet flat and it's got like mashed potatoes, and then it's like there's like a kind of like a frankfurt in it, and you roll it up, and it's really nice. But the weirdest thing is it has like mashed potatoes in it as well. Sorry, I just wanted to rant about.
Wait, did this just turn into a cooking show?
Don't worry, we'll get to
Should
it.
we start talking about food now?
We'll come to a question where Ash will have more things to
I'm
rant about,
sorry.
including food. So we'll get there.
Yeah, by the way, we should just skip to the next question because we pretty much already answered it earlier.
Okay. What's your favorite part about developing? How are you doing? How are you doing, everyone?
I'm doing okay.
I'm pretty good.
Good.
A little sleep
Everyone's fine.
deprived.
No one asked you. How do you...
I love my family.
My life's in your hands.
I'm not going to go there. How do you keep motivation to... Did we already answer this one? No, we
I
Motivation
think
didn't.
that's the one I said to skip.
Motivation to what? Live?
No, well, you obviously don't have that. How do you keep motivation to continually work on projects?
Yeah, that's the one we kind of already answered earlier.
You kind of answered it. You don't. You kind of. Yeah, I think you wrote a good answer to it, there, Jackie. Though.
I'm here for you.
Okay. No.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So here's what I have. You just keep working and you take a break when you need one. I don't mean like a few days off. I mean like 10 minutes to go do something else. I think that's how it is for most people. It's not that we keep motivation so much as we fake it until we make it. It always comes back at some point. You just have to learn to work without it at times until it comes back.
Does that answer your question? We don't have motivation. We literally are faking it until we made this game. I guess a lot of our motivation comes from like hearing feedback from our fans. Ish. Do we have fans? We have fans, I guess. So the little messages we get from Tumblr, or when you fill out our surveys that Ash does make and likes making. So I guess that helps with motivation. Maddy, anything to add about motivation before I move on?
Well, I am always motivated by other people. So as long as because I can't do anything on my own. So as long as you have a friend with you, you should be all right.
That's cute.
Do you want to add something like friendship and love and justice and something? Is it in the name of the moon or another planet?
I'm not an anime protagonist, Ash.
I'm just saying. Next question is, what are some of your... You okay there? Are you dying? No? Okay, cool. What are some of your...
Sorry, I swore.
Okay. Oh, well, we're getting there. I had no faith in myself that I haven't been swearing. I might have said something. But I'm the only one that's still standing. This is what comes from being a teacher.
Just give it a couple more minutes.
I'm like, I have like the spit residue left in my water.
Good to know.
That's gross.
Well, it's like the last mouthful is always like 50% spit. This is not important.
You're making it important.
All right. What are some of your favorite otame games? Can I go first?
Amnesia.
Ah. All right. Yeah. So, why do you like those games?
Because they're cool and they have yandere eggs.
Oh.
Oops, that might be a spoiler for some people. And I didn't say that.
There's no yanderes in this. Who put yanderes in a romance game? That's just weird.
So that's my favorite archetype, though. I'm sorry, but it is. It's not like I think abusive relationships are cool. It's just nice in a fictional story where it's not real, specifically because it's not real. That's just a disclaimer.
Thank you. Maddykins?
So I don't play a whole lot of computer otome, but I do like Seduce Me, and I like Wizardess Heart and Star-Crossed Myth, which are Apple apps.
Any reason? Just like expand on this.
All three of them have very like strong supernatural kind of like fantasy. Kind of fantasy vibes. There's just like a lot of superpowers and magic and things you wouldn't find in real life, and that's what I love about otome. So, and because like you get to like escape boring reality
Good to see you.
that we're all normal and get to have superpowers for a little bit.
Cool. Do you want to know what my favorite is, guys?
Yes, I want to know.
Yes! Mine is My Kare Boyfriend. Sorry. I really don't care.
Say it with the accent.
I won't. Okay, so it's My Curry Boyfriend because I just really love food otome. I do not care how overblown they are or how boring they are. I literally just love personified food. It's just literally my weak spot.
Personified food. Have you played Sushi Rangers?
I need to still do that one. It's because my phone is still set to like some weird setting. Don't look at my phone. But
We're not.
yeah, food otome is all. I'm all for it. Like a cafe setting, I do not care. I will play the hell out of that. So that's kind of why Jackie keeps buying me otome games because she says I have terrible taste in otome. Like literally half of the games I have on my Steam have been like donated.
You're some like sad some sad charity for love games.
Yeah, I am literally. So apparently I need to like up my taste in otome. I mean, recently we played The Letter, and I think I bought like one of Ebehime's one, Strawberry Vinegar, because food. Duh. So yeah, those are some of my ones that I play recently, I guess, more than my favorite ones. Show me anything to do with food and I'll play it, to be honest.
You need to play
This
Sushi
reminds me of
Rangers.
that one wonderful game idea we had with the personification.
Oh my gosh, yes, that was that was
God,
a good
everyone
idea.
should just see our library of ideas.
We actually have too many of them. Juju will actually explain this when she posts her answers on Tumblr, which she will. She explains how much we have on ideas and why that helps for motivation. Oh,
We
look,
have
there's
a
more people.
problem.
Star Melody. So everyone say hello to Star Melody.
Amazing.
Oh, that's Lauren.
Yeah.
Lauren.
Who's
Hi.
Lauren? Oh.
She's a friend that I texted her and like, hey, I'm streaming, come watch, you nerd.
Oh, hi, Lauren. It's nice to meet you. Hope it's nice to say
Lauren.
your name in your real life name.
Lauren's great. She's a small bean, and I love her a lot.
Oh, that's cute.
You just confessed your love to her in front of the
Yeah, I
internet.
did.
That's just so beautiful.
I support
How does it
that
feel,
so
Lauren?
much.
I'm here for you.
I think Lauren left. Lauren just left. Lauren doesn't care.
See ya.
Are you ready for the next question?
Let's
I'm
go.
texting her like, why'd you leave? I just professed my love to you.
She don't care.
Next question.
Of your available boyfriends, who would you want to date?
Fashionista, obviously. That's the only choice for me.
Won't accept anyone else.
Maddykins?
I'd go.
Oh, me.
I'd go for
Me.
the. I'd go for the thrill seeker, mostly because he looks the least intimidating.
Is that the one you had the most trouble drawing?
Yeah, and I'm still struggling right now, but that doesn't
That
mean I
makes
don't want to
sense.
date him.
That makes total sense. You have been obsessing over him because he's your favorite. How dare you? Not one of our boyfriends is more important than the other. All of them are equally loved, except for you, Prince.
Hey, I'm loving the way that the fashionistas coming together in this. Okay.
For me, it would be probably Bad Boy or Thrill Seeker. I like writing Thrill Seeker. He really is like he's adorable. I love writing him. But I do have a thing for Bad Boy. He literally is just moody and mopey, and I just love writing him as well.
Juju is gonna come for you.
Oh, dude, you can sit down. I'll put her in the chair.
Oh, is she gonna join us?
No.
Oh, I thought.
No, but
She couldn't.
Oh, that
Juju.
you're gonna hear her siblings in the background.
Oh
Say
yeah.
hi.
Oh,
All right. Next question, because we really need to tie this one up a little. I want to. Oh, sorry, that's probably been answered for you. The link is here. When will Signed and Sealed with a Kiss be released, Jackie?
I think we all need to know that. That's really my answer. It's hard to say, and if you follow indie games at all, you'll know giving a release date is the absolute worst thing you can ever do. Never do it. Never commit to a release date because it's not going to work out. Which is why we aren't going to give one until the game's done. That's my answer, and I'm.
So we're not going to give a release date until the release date.
We'll start when it's like completely done and we're in beta testing. We'll give a date. But
Okay.
if we do it any sooner,
it'll
than
be
that,
released when it's
delayed.
done.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we'll give you more information on a release date closer to the time, at least in beta.
When we're
right now, we can't.
positive it's not going to be delayed because we don't want to be one of those teams.
Yes, like we said before, communication is key, and we want to keep communication open. You get us? Get us? Anyway, next question: Will Sign and Sealed with a Kiss have a crowd fund, as I thought was the case initially?
Okay, so we are going to have an Indiegogo campaign, and I tried to launch it this morning, and now it's glitching out and not letting me launch it, so it'll be up as soon as it lets me launch it. But in the description of the video, there is a link to the pre-launch page where you can enter your email so that you'll know as soon as it's launched.
Awesome. Jackie, you're going to answer most of these questions, by the way. If you haven't figured it out already, Jackie's the one that has all the information.
Jackie's the one that actually knows what she's doing.
So yeah, Jackie literally is the one that if anything's going on, she has the schedule down packed. So also you mentioned writing for an event. Is the event like a scenario that happens in the main story? In my mind, events make me think of free to play Otami events, where it's a random situation that happens outside of the main story.
I'm going to leave that one to you.
Oh, bloody hell. So, the random events are more to do with showing each of the boyfriends within the same situation. I don't know how else to expand on that. Basically, you will have an event where your boyfriends are put in the situation, and you will be able to, if you play through it multiple times, you'll be able to see how each of them will react to that situation differently. The reason why we have the random events is so you can have that compare and contrast between them, because we wanted you to know that you can't treat each of the boyfriends the same, otherwise bad things will happen. Each of the boyfriends should be treated as unique individuals and not as one whole person. The random events do happen out in some ways outside of the main story, because it can happen in any order, so it's non-linear. But each of the events will hopefully lead to some interesting additions. I'm not going to say anything more because I'm actually not 100% sure of how much we're going to put into the last game. But in terms of concepts, we have ideas for what each of the random events will be doing. Mm-hmm. I think that answered your question. If it didn't, you can totally email us or message us on our Tumblr, and we'll answer you in a written reply, which will probably be more coherent than me rambling.
Can I just add on to that a little?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically it's just like any other scene in a visual novel. When we say event, what we mean is that at the end of this demo, you're going to see that you can raise stats and go to work. You can skip work. You can call in sick to work, things like that. And you choose your tasks for each week, and then at the end of each week, there's a small chance that one of those scenes will happen. And that's what we mean by event. It can happen on one day or another. That's all.
So perfect. Why did I answer this? Because I'm meant to be writing it. Next page. Saving mechanic in Sign and Seal. Come on, guys, get your act together.
Hmm?
Saving mechanic. Is there going to be a saving mechanic? That's literally what it says. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just left
Short
out
answer?
because we didn't have.
No,
time
we have to play
code
the
it
game
in.
straight through.
But yes, it'll be in there when we have the new user interface.
Okay. So it will be in the updated demo. Sorry it wasn't in this one, but it just wasn't in there. What was your inspiration? I actually honestly can't answer this one. What was your inspiration for Signed and Sealed with a Kiss?
Oh wait, we actually skipped a question, which was, will the game be on Steam? Which is yes, probably under Renworks.
Okay.
Do you want me to answer the inspiration?
Yes, because
Okay,
I have.
It's pretty simple. It's Absolute Boyfriend and Egnoid. Those are the two main inspirations.
I love Absolute Boyfriend so much.
It's a really
I remember
good
reading it.
comic.
It's one of the first comics I probably one of the first few because it was one of the ones they had in the library they could take out.
I was
It was
actually
even.
reading it in Shoujo Jump when that used to run.
Oh wow! See,
Yeah, that's really
everyone read
retro,
that.
I know.
I have the first volume.
Well, everyone's just blowing me out. I literally read it for free from a library. I didn't not like whatever. Next thing, I guess. So does the game will the game
I want to stay by your side.
will the game be a sat raising game like Storm Lovers Kai or Tokomeki Memorial
Yes,
Girl
it will.
Slide?
You're going to see that exactly once we get past the main part of the demo. I mean, it's not perfect looking because it's just like a prototype, but you'll see exactly what we mean at the end.
Cool. And that's all the questions.
Yay!
We got through it. We got through everything. We do need to
survived.
announce. We do need to announce one thing. What CG set are we going to have?
Oh,
Because
that would be the romantic kiss CGs, right?
yes, so we are going to. So if you remember on our itch page, we have certain stretch goals, and these stretch goals allow us to add more content onto the game. In the survey, we asked what kind of CGs you would want. Would you want a kiss CG? Would you want a bad ending CG or a chibi CG? The majority of you chose kiss CG because who doesn't want a kiss CG?
I think there was
So-
one person who voted for chibi.
I think that one person, yeah. I'm sorry, I was kind of for the chibis one as well because I think the chibi ones one will be cute.
Chibis
But
are
we
adorable.
might have something for that one person very shortly, Maddie.
I'm working on it. Like right as we speak.
So we might have that something for that one person very soon. But our next CGs that we'll be having made will be the Kiss CGs.
I should probably say that, like, the MC is not going to be there, obviously.
Yes, the MC will not be shown. It will be a MC's POV.
What?
Cool.
So we can talk about the game then.
Yeah, we can totally talk about the game. Go ahead.
Take it away. Take it
How
away.
about we talk about some of the inside jokes that people might have been like, "What the hell is this?" Oh, by the way, you
Okay.
swore earlier. I caught you. You said blood.
No,
ball.
I mean, can we call that a swear?
Ash.
I mean, that's just a cultural hiccup.
Oh, can we?
Ash.
Oh. Let's talk about the secret names you can enter to get little mini scenes.
Oh yeah. See, this is why I told you to put Juju in it.
No, I thought that only works for. No, right, that is for the boyfriend.
Yes.
Dang it.
God, when I read the script for that, I was like, what the heck?
All right. So, are you, who's gonna tell them what that actually means? Because we're talking and probably have no idea what we're talking about.
Well, Juju is our nickname for Jules, who is
Yes.
the founder of Anomalis. And at the start of the game, if you enter certain names for boyfriend, the main character will comment on it, and then she'll change your name, or he or she or they will change your name. So if you enter, I think it's like Bitch Chan or something like that.
Oh, swear word.
Well, that's in the game, okay? Your name will be changed to something, and we have your name can be changed to Ash or Jack or Jules.
Those are the 3 we have so far, because I haven't confirmed the other 2. So, Maddie, I need to talk to you.
Oh, good lord.
That's another joke. Maddox is based on Maddie.
Hey.
Hey!
I don't think this is everything about Maddox. I'm just like, I hate this
Well,
shit he's
none of these
talking about.
characters bear any resemblance to anyone you may see or hear. There is a disclaimer. Maddox is no way related to Maddie in any way, and the comment about her beautiful his beautiful voice has nothing to do with Maddie at all.
Yeah, my voice is ugly. Ooh.
We've explained the Troy ban.
If
There
you
is a
go with the name Jack, and you have your boyfriend become a thespian, at the end of that conversation, there will be a small scene where he comments that he got a role in what's that called again? You know, the thing with the beanstalk.
Oh, that thing with the beanstalk.
It's
I'm not
a
helping
fairy
you.
tale thing that apparently we're too stupid to remember.
Jack and the okay.
No, it's not Jack and the Beanstalk. It's Jack and Jill.
Oh.
Yep.
There's lots of Jacks in fairy tales.
Well, yeah, okay. So if you name him Jack, he'll comment on it and say that the role is perfect for him. And if you, this one isn't one of the secret names, but if you name him Jill, he'll also comment on that. I added that in. I didn't tell Ash I added that in, but it's
How
there.
dare you? I could have had fun with that.
So yeah, become a thespian and try that out and see what he says. It's really cute.
And hopefully in the future we'll add a bunch more names like that.
There'll obviously be Maddox there as well.
Yes. That would be great.
But these special names do have other special abilities that will hopefully be shown later on in the game, but I won't say anything more about that one.
Hey, I don't even know about that. That's not fair.
I gave you a list of them.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember that at all, to be honest.
Do you know what? This is for me to learn, for you never to find out, so now it won't ever be in the game, which doesn't make sense.
No, they have to be added to the game. That's not fair to the players.
I'll give it to you later.
Better.
Okay. Calm
Okay,
down.
I'm getting too aggressive.
Calm down, love. It's only
I'm
a commercial.
sorry, it's because of the ice cap. It's starting to kick in. It's like alcohol for me.
Yeah, alcohol.
My life
Get
is in
drunk.
your hands.
I'll just sip my apple juice.
I think those there's probably more. Oh, Rain and Shine is in there. Which is the special. This is a perfect segue. So Rain and Shine gives you, if you become a model, you get a modeling contract with a coffee brand called Rain and Shine. That's obviously a kind of a jump towards Jackie's own Rainworks. Also, that she's absolutely addicted to frozen cappuccinos.
Which I am. I love them, okay? It's like I used to drink them a lot while I was doing my exams, and I'm just addicted now. I use them to get through the long nights working.
Yeah. So, there's lots of little jokes like that. Mostly it's anecdotes that have been picked up from conversations they've had. I mean, like, one of them is episode that happened between that Juju has mentioned once, and that's the giddy up on y'all part, where she's actually said that. And I do not associate with her anymore after that.
We've disowned her.
Basically. I think that's all of them. Well, it's not all of them, but it's the ones I can remember.
Oh, how about gender differences? You probably wouldn't know much about those because I'm the one who's been writing them in. But yeah, Ash, when she writes the script, she writes it based just on the female main character, and then when I'm programming it in, I write in the alternative lines for male and gender neutral. And one of the differences that Ash found, and she thought it was hilarious, which I was very happy about because I didn't tell her I wrote it in. But at one point, your boyfriend can talk about meeting a medical student with nice hands, and then he comments that he's gay. And if you're playing as the male protagonist, he'll be like, "Are you stupid or what?" And then he'll just wait for, because the boyfriend doesn't realize that, you know, if he's liking a dude, then he's obviously gay himself, and he doesn't see the problem with that. That he was flirting with a gay dude. It's not as fun when I describe it, so go and find it yourself. It's in there. It's in there.
It's kind of one of those sweet moments where you realize how inexperienced, boyfriend, naive he is about the world, but weirdly he isn't as naive. When I was explaining this the concept to my friend, she told me to instantly go watch this YouTube video called Born Sexy Yesterday, and it's basically how this trope happens a lot especially in science fiction, where they wake up where they're very naive and they're very dependent on the MC. So that was kind of one of the things I wanted to make sure, that even though in the beginning he's naive, he's not always quite as dependent on MC. And he does kind of grow into being a bit smarter, I think. But he's really sweet, and I like him. He's sweet. We. So next on the announcements, we had stretch. Do you want to explain stretch goals? We explained the Indiegogo.
Mm-hmm.
We explained the stretch goals.
Mm-hmm.
We explained the new demo once we have a new GUI.
We should probably just clarify that basically once I'm done polishing this and once we have the new GUI done, which by the way, we've already transferred out the money for that, so we're waiting for that to come in, and then that'll start, and it'll be all pretty like when it's done, and you guys will love it, and then we'll release a new demo with that, and the actual gameplay that's coming up at the end of this.
Cool. And we've already talked about Gamma Girlfriend.
That's not real. They're gonna think it's real.
I'm sorry.
It's locked in now.
Well, now I'm gonna throw you under the bus. Upcoming voice demo.
Me? Oh yeah, I'm working on that, and then decided to die on me. So I got the pleasure of, Jules is a miracle worker, and I got the pleasure of working with Jonas Scott, who is an amazing voice actor. I love him very much. It was very sweet and very nice to work with. And we were like, hey, let's showcase him. Let's exploit his talent. And so I started putting together a little voice demo for him, like displaying like his different, like the different voices that he had for the different personalities. And this morning I'm like, ooh, I should probably export it so I could get it ready for the stream. And then I tried to open it and it kept crashing over and over and over again. So I'm having a great time right now.
So, like Jackie said in the beginning, you have to expect the unexpected and be prepared to pay twice for assets.
Yeah.
So things like this can happen. Often malfunctions happen, so be prepared for these malfunctions and make sure you set some budget aside, because we have people like Maddy here. Everyone's doing a good job except Maddy.
Hey!
That's so mean.
I'm joking. Maddy is doing an excellent job. We'll get that out to you soon, and we'll upload it to our Tumblr and her PD, our Twitter as well.
Okay, so we're almost at the end of the demo. It's going to show the new stuff in like just a couple seconds or something. So yeah, just a fair warning that it's not going to look pretty because I put it together really quickly, and it needs the new GUI to really look nice because it's really just a collection of choice bars right now. But I can at least kind of show you guys how the events will work.
Too cute.
At least I demoed out everything, so boxes will pop up when there's supposed to be an event.
Nice. One thing we do need to decide is who won the special thing, event writing thing.
We can't announce that on here because we only have their email addresses.
Oh, okay. Well, whoever entered, please look on your email address.
I'll send the email as soon as this is done. As soon as we're done with the stream, I promise.
Okay, thank you. And we will announce it as soon as possible. But thank you very much to everyone who's sent in questions and who fills out our surveys. Because Ash really loves when you fill out the surveys. Because Ash really loves to obsessively check it every day.
It's kind of an issue.
It kind of is, and it's kind of why a lot of Asgard, an Otaku's Guide to Santa's Reindeer. I hate all these titles. They're so long.
Did we ever wait? When did we ever explain Asgard?
No, we don't. Well, Asgard is. Do I ever write Asgard? I don't think I write it.
Okay, here's.
Oh, you're saying it now.
Pause. I'll explain Asgard later.
Okay, well, the ugly screen is up, but this is basically what it is. This is what it'll look like on the week, and each option will raise, these three will raise your stats by a certain amount, and as you work more, you have a fatigue stat that'll come down, and so if you overwork too much, you'll have to call in sick to work, which you can only do 5 times ever in one game, or you'll have to skip work, which will affect your performance. And if your performance goes too low, you can probably guess what might happen. So we'll just go to work a couple times. And then on the weekend, you can do a hobby. Okay, it's obviously very glitchy, but it'll be fixed with the new GUI. And there are options that go down below the screen that you can't see because there's so many options. And these also raise stats, and they also restore fatigue. And then scenes will play afterwards. So yeah, you guys can continue.
Cool. I haven't actually seen this part. But yeah, hopefully when we get that GUI, we're going to get that all looking pretty and nice and stuff. Correct, Amondo?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for joining us on our stream.
Our Steam.
Are you going to talk about an Otaku's Guide?
Oh, so on the tacos. Oh, let me update. So we haven't actually done a lot of updates on it, but we are still working on it. I think we have 1 or 2 more writers. We have 2 more writers on.
We do.
Yes, Asgard. By the way, the reason why I call it Asgard is because thank you for streaming. Oh, thank you, Hanatsuki. Oh, thank you for staying with us all the way through. The reason I call it Asgard is because I really hate the acronym for it because it's a really long title, so you can't type it out every time, and the acronym doesn't make any sense because it doesn't make it any quicker for me to type it. So Asgard literally is the quickest thing to write, and everyone in the team now uses it. Thank you. You're welcome.
The real acronym is like AOG ETS.
I just call it
SR. So it's like Outskter. Outskter.
See, that's not a romantic thing. Asgard at least sounds romantic.
Oh yeah, so romantic.
So to update you on how an Otaku's Guide to Santa's Reindeer is going, we have 2 more writers. We're planning the routes. We have all the VAs for the demo.
We do. I gave them their redos, but no one's responding to me. So
Don't admit that.
I'm gonna.
Maybe that was a good stream question.
It's okay.
Well,
I'll yell at them today. No, I won't.
So
I'll ask them politely.
Basically,
Yes,
the demo politely. So that's still in the process, and we're going to hopefully have that out by next year, Christmas. That is the plan.
Mm-hmm.
We are going against what we just said about not putting a date on things, but ideally we want to.
It's not really the same thing.
Yeah, but ideally we want to have the full version of this game out on Christmas. So it's either next year or the year after. I'm pretty sure everyone wants it out next year, just so it doesn't
Yeah.
take too long. But I think that's everything for Asgard.
Yep.
Ye-
Do we have anything else?
No, I can see. That was all. That was everything. We had the announcements, lots of
Yeah.
questions, and that's new CGs. No, up to demo.
Is there anyone watching the stream who has a question right now?
That's a good question.
How many people are watching the stream?
7. So take away
Yay!
2. We've averaged out on 7, I think, today.
I think that's a pretty good number.
That's fair.
So if
Nobody else has any
anyone,
questions, then I suppose it's time to say goodbye. Is there any questions
Well, the
I
stream-
can't read?
the
No.
stream lags from like the time that we're talking right now and the time that it broadcasts, so we should wait a little bit.
All right.
What do you guys want to do?
We can play like rock paper scissors.
No, we can't. We can't see each other's hands.
Don't have your questions right now. No, we're pretty good. All
All
right.
right.
All right. Well, we'll see you soon. I don't know if we're going to be doing this again. If we do, it'll probably be for Asgard or for a new version of the demo. But thank you everyone for coming out.
Thank you. Bye.
Yay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.